Whenever you guys are ready.
No, I don't have two.
No, I'm putting that in. I'm definitely putting
Go
that
ahead. What's up, guys? Chris and Jake here from Undiscovered Realm. We are going to be opening up the Funko Cyber Monday bundle that they put out. If you don't know, what was it, 11 pops plus a bonus 10-inch pop. And it was a mystery as to which one you were buying when you got it. The only thing that leaked out was that, it didn't leak out, they said it was going to be the 10-inch Frankenberry ad icon. And then the rest were a mystery. And they gave little hints. Figured out a lot of them between everybody on the internet, which is what usually happens. So here we go. So one quick tidbit. We're going to open this and go through them pop by pop and discuss it. These are our personal ones. We did open one for the store earlier today and got two of the same pop, and one of them was missing, which is not supposed to happen. So hopefully that doesn't happen here and we get a full set. So let's see what happens. I usually get these each year. I knew I wanted the Frankenberry, so no matter what, I needed to get it. The rest were going to be a surprise. Hopefully, there's usually ad icons, and I collect most of those, so I figured no matter what, it's going to be good. We could trade or sell the other ones and get something else you want.
Pretty good value no matter what, honestly.
It says blind bundle.
Yeah.
So I wonder if they all say that. So first up, we got our buddy Frankenberry. Exactly what it's supposed to be, 10-inch Frankenberry. This is the OG ones. You know, I actually didn't realize that with the Count Chocula. It's not the ones with the bowls. It's the original ones. So that's cool. So I have both. So I guess I keep both. They put Count Chocula out as a Funko Shop exclusive a couple weeks back. So he's here. Blueberry's going to show up somewhere. I'm sure any day now, actually. It's really cool. A lot of detail on this guy, especially for the bigger size. So I'm a big fan. And then it looks gem mint, which is nice. The 10 inches usually have little dings.
And they just started these too, like all the cereal 10-inch ones, right?
Yeah. They did. Well, for the cereal, yeah. Ad icons in general, they kind of just started. They did the Target dog at the beginning of the year or a few months back. Tony the Tiger, the Coke Bear, and then Frankenberry, Count Chocula. I think that's everybody. All right, next up. Okay, so they are labeled. So this should be the Icy Bear, which it is. So another ad icon. I was excited for this one. I used to love these. This is the cherry one. There's actually a Hot Topic grape one coming out tomorrow, as of the filming of this video anyway. And it smells like grape, so it's pretty cool.
That's kind of
I'm surprised they didn't do that with all of them, but
they've done that in the past though with what was it, strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry shortcake, and then the what's his face, Swamp Thing. It smelled like pine needles, and there was another one that smelled like pine. Oh, Stinkor, yeah, from Masters of the Universe. Carlos is off camera feeding us information. So yeah, this one's cool. I'm a fan. And also gem mint, which is nice. All right. Oh, this one says blind bundle. So okay, they don't all say what they are.
Oh.
So I guarantee you this one was not supposed to be in here originally. They probably had certain pieces. That's interesting. Certain pieces that were going to be in here, and then they supplemented them with other Funko Shop releases. So that's interesting. All right.
That was always a part of the set, though.
What?
The Icy Bear.
Well, we don't know. What I'm saying is like this and the Frankenberry say blind bundle. This says Icy Polar Bear.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, check the sticker on the Icy Bear.
No, that was the Christmas.
Yeah, they could swap those out afterward.
Yeah.
So this is Jingles. This is one of the Fantastic Plastics. And it actually says Spastic Plastic, which means this guy's been sitting around for a while because they changed that like at the beginning of the year.
Real seasonal.
This one's actually really cool, I gotta say. It's much better looking than I thought it was going to be, looking at the glam shot. And that happens a lot too. You see the glam shots and it really doesn't show how cool the pop is. This one we did not get in our bundle at the store. It was the missing one. We ended up getting 2 Draxes, so.
Should we put it on the tree? We have the tree.
Yeah, it could go. Maybe I'll put it on the tree.
Yeah, we got the tree behind us, as you can see.
All right, so that one's in. Another blind bundle box, and this one is the Pillsbury Doughboy. So that's cool too. Another good ad icon. This is a 3rd Pillsbury Doughboy, so it's kind of a little overdone, but it's still cool because a lot of people don't have one of the other versions, so it keeps them out there so people can get it. I do like this one better than the Emerald City one where he was just holding the green cookie. Shamrock cookie, yeah. He's in a Santa outfit and he's got a tray of cookies, so it's pretty cool. Fits the theme.
Yeah, I'm a little tired of those though. I feel like they've also been doing just a lot of different variations. What do we see? We saw they just released the Coke Bear, the Flock Coke Bear on Funko Shop, which the Flock ones are cool when they're like that, but in general they've been kind of overdoing it. I feel like with the chromes and all the
chromes and stuff like that. When it makes sense, I don't mind it. But all right, here we have comic version of Drax, and it's not very Christmassy, but I guess because he's green and red, they kind of just like threw him in there. Just if you're trying to fill it out, you can see on the back of the box it did Star-Lord as a PX exclusive, and I believe Rocket was also a PX exclusive for the comic versions. So they're rounding out the team.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's not the worst thing they could have put in here. All right, next up, another blind box. We got these are cool. So this is Baseball Fury #2. They put out the original one as a New York Comic Con Toy Tokyo exclusive a couple months back. Very popular. We're in New York, so the Warriors is very popular here, even though people around the country know it. But because of where it takes place, and it's just got its roots here, so there's a lot of demand. So at New York Comic Con, this was the most asked for exclusive by far. Yeah. And it was kind of hard to get, so it's cool that these are out there, which gives people an option. They did the green face paint and the red face paint in this bundle for Christmas once again, and gives you an option if you just want one or if you want all 3. Now you can put the whole team together.
I'm really interested to see how that affects the New York Comic Con one, because I think a lot of people, if they do get the bundle, they might also try to.
Yeah, it could go either way, because there's people that just want one, so the demand is lower, but then there's people that want all 3. Also, the Warriors line is coming out next year, like of all the other pops, so that always increases things, because people go back and try and finish the sets. All right, next up, we got Hologram Rick from Rick and Morty, glow in the dark with the bucket of chicken. This season, they pumped out a lot of pops for this season, even though it's only been 4 episodes, and all the pops are in the first episode.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of interesting though. I mean, they had they just announced the second wave, right? Or the second wave from now, and they had it was Rick in the spacesuit, and we kind of didn't know what that was until we saw last episode, and I'm not going to give anything away, but if you see that, it's interesting to see.
They're pumping out these Rick and Morty pops. So it's cool. It's with Dragon Ball, there's a million Gokus and Vegetas, and they're all different. But Rick and Morty's at least are pretty unique. But there's so many, and for me, it turns you off from the line sometimes because you're just trying to collect the whole thing, and then you're like, all right, I give up. I can't have 400 Dustins and this, that, and the other thing. If you're doing strange, it's like that with every line. There's always one. Another random pop, but we got Overwatch Ash. I don't play Overwatch, so I don't know. I'm assuming maybe this is a Christmas skin or something, which would make sense. It's a winter skin. Yeah. So makes sense. It's blue. It's nice, icy color. Overwatch is always popular. So again, nothing phenomenal, but not the worst thing they could have put in the bundle. There's definitely people that'll be looking for it if you're want to trade out. That's another point. You could not buy these separately. You had to buy the full bundle, and what was a little annoying is when it didn't sell out. They said they were not going to sell them separately, and then they put them in the Funko store, their headquarters store, and we're selling them individually. So it's kind of shitty. Even though you have to go to the store to get it, they're not available online that way. It's still a little sketchy.
They put them back in the bundle.
Yeah. Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So.
But they only have them out for the day?
Yeah. I guess
for a couple of days.
I guess they rebundled them because everybody was complaining. I don't know. I didn't see that, but nonetheless, that can also drastically affect prices because if people were buying the full bundle for Frankenberry and the Warriors and the more popular ones, now they could just buy those and it brings the whole price down.
Yeah.
If you're trying to trade off your extras, you don't want them to be worthless. Next up is Huckleberry Hounds in the Santa hat. They always put a Hanna-Barbera pop in any of these bundles, or anytime they have an exclusive, San Diego, New York, because it's more of a niche audience. Brian Mariotti, the owner of Funko, loves Hanna-Barbera. He grew up on it. It's great, but the fan base is a little lower than it is for some of the newer stuff. So the best way to do it is through stuff like this. This is going to be one of the weaker pops in the bundle, just because there's so many Huckleberry Hounds and the demand is not that high. Plus, they just put out the Funko Shop Hollywood version with the sunglasses for the Hollywood opening of their new store. So anytime you have two releases back to back like that, the demand is, halved. What up? Yes. All right, this one's going to be good for sure down the line. Tinkerbell in a Santa hat, and she's holding Snowflake, which you couldn't see from the glam shot because it's not on the box. On the side of the box, though. So it's actually really well done. And she's on a frozen base, so she's flying in the air. This will definitely be a sought-after one down the line. Disney collectors are very, very rabid for their stuff. Also, Tinkerbell has its own fan base, or her own fan base, I should say, across the board. Also, they did do a Christmas line for Disney. And this is part of that. So, like you were saying before, if you have the commons, you want to finish your set, you're going to need this one. And that generally drives up the price.
And while we're talking about Disney, just a quick little plug. We did buy a Disney collection, so we made a video out of that. So make sure to go check that one out.
Yeah, we bought every Disney pop ever made as of San Diego Comic-Con 2019. Yeah. It was over $80,000. So
crazy.
Go check that out if you haven't. It's in our backlog. All right, another pretty damn good one. And I think, again, demand on it's a little dinged up.
Yeah, that whole side, actually.
Whole side's crushed in. So.
I was just about to say, it's kind of funny. All of these pops have been mint up until now.
That sucks, because this is one of the better ones. But ScoobyDoo is really weird. They've really been pumping them out this year because of the 50th anniversary. Mm-hmm. But the first wave sold not that great, and you would think it would sell really well. And then now they're all worth a bunch. It's like they dried up, and now everybody's looking for them. So this will be strong. Scooby's always strong himself. He's got a Santa hat on. He's covered in lights. I think, another good one. And whenever these come out and like the collectors for like lines like this are a little more casual, they're not like super well versed in pops. So they don't know about it until like a year later sometimes. And then they're like, oh, I need that. And they'll look for it at like quadruple the price because it's gone up by then. So these are always good to sit on. If they're low now, just throw them in the closet, forget about them for a year, and then it's like found money.
What was that Funko Shop one from like August?
Scrappy-Doo?
Scrappy-Doo, yeah. That one was really good, I feel like.
Yeah. All of them, like the Creeper. The Creeper was on Funko Shop forever, and I think it was with FYE. Yeah. They sat on shelves. You could not get rid of them for like months and months and months, and now it's like over $200 almost. So, these things happen. Give it time. I tell people all the time, like half the stuff we put on the clearance or something, the next year they're like $30, $40. Because the demand wasn't there, and then new collectors get in, and they can't find it. Price goes up. All right, so this is the other Baseball Fury, the red one. We already discussed this, so nothing to see here. I really like the red one. The color's really cool. Outside of it being a Christmas pop, it just looks sick. This might be my favorite one of the three, honestly. And so that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Are we missing a pop?
Right here.
Oh,
Jingles.
Yeah, Jingles. So that's all. 11 regular size pops and 1 10-inch. Not much else to say. I think it was a pretty cool set. I mean, it's never going to be perfect. They're not going to give you 11 pops that are all going to be $100 each. It just doesn't make sense. It's not possible. It would have been cool if like maybe they subbed one out for something really, really cool, like they did the metallic Toucan Sam the week before this. And I know they couldn't do that because they did it for charity and stuff like that. But just something of that caliber would have been cool to really put it over the top, because it is expensive. You're buying $200-something, $225 I think after tax and shipping for the whole set. Frankenberry is $80+, so probably be $100 all said and done, and you'll get your money back for sure. But it's always nice when you have something really desirable. But anyway, thanks for checking it out. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Follow us on social media at Undiscovered Realm on Facebook, Instagram. And check out our brand new website. We have tons of new features, tons of stuff on there available. We finally have all our high-end and grails up there. We're still updating the site, so it's going to be new stuff coming soon. We're even going to have an option where you can finance grails and pay evenly over 12 months. with no interest and things like that. So definitely check it out, and use coupon code YouTube, and you can get 10% off your order. And yeah, that's it. We'll see you soon.
All right.